A bill to scrap the National Youth Service Corps (NYSC) by the House of Representatives has reached its second reading. We are on the street of Abuja to ask opinions of Nigerians.
Government should know that, should get it at the back of their mind that the help of NYSC going to the school or some ministry or some private sectors to serve or to give their really help is another way out for a federal government to reduce the load on federal government. That is one. Two, providing job for the graduates. The interval of that 1 year going to serve in Nigerian government is still another opportunity for Nigerian government, in the sense that, one, if the whole graduate in a year drop out from the school and go without going anywhere, the load it will increase more unemployment for that very year. Then, if federal government are to scrap out the service members, they should remember that all those keeping youth at home is another addition of insecurity in the country.
I don't think that scrapping NYC is the best solution, because when we take a critical look about this issue of NYC, I think the federal government should rather provide the best security, not that you just scrap NYC.
Yeah, I will agree with them. That should be scrapped. Not just because of the insecurity and whatever, but because some organizations, most especially private organizations, have found this as a cover not to employ staff. What they simply do is that they will wait. Once corpers are out of camp, they will engage them to do certain work. After 1 year, they will pay them peanuts. After 1 year, they discard those ones, wait for other corpers to come. So that has actually contributed to unemployment in our country. Instead of saying you scrap NYSC, we should change it to things like 1 year mandatory skill acquisition program for Nigerian young graduates.
NYSC does not have to do anything with insecurity stuff. This is something they practice after school, and I think it's the way they, like NYSC, they learn a lot of things, a lot of skills. So I think it's something everybody even need. So, but then I would say, instead of them serving for a year, they should just gather the money after the NYSC camp and give them to them, so they will start something since there's no work.
NYSC program being scrapped? The answer is yes. And to elaborate on the answer is that the NYSC has outlived its usefulness. For example, when it was established, it was aimed at building a core of young people, men and women, where the Nigerian armed forces can tap from at times of need. But today, what we see is different. Instead of your child, because he or she is serving in the NYSC, becoming a high-risk Nigerian person, why don't they scrap it? There are other things to engage our youth before we lose them, because they are the people to take over from us